What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will have breaking news that Leny Yoro is flying to the United Kingdom to have a medical, but not with Liverpool but with our fiercest rivals, Manchester United. And I'm pretty upset about this deal because Liverpool-based journalists told us that Liverpool's priority centre-back was Leny Yoro, and if he decided to turn Real Madrid down or not sign for Real Madrid this summer, that Liverpool would be very interested in signing him. So we will explore why that deal didn't happen. Why didn't Liverpool go for Leny Yoro? And do you think that the owners have let Arne Slot down? Are you FSG out already this early in the Arne Slot tenure? I will hold off on my verdict until our transfer window is finished, because I think Liverpool still can have a very good, very successful transfer window. And the Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes told us that the early business is not possible for Liverpool in this transfer window because Arne Slot wants to take a good long look at his Liverpool squad, and like 10 of our first team players are still not in first team training. But still, this is a blow for Liverpool that one of the highest rated or one of the most highly talented youngest centre backs is going to Manchester United, because Leny Yoro is 18 years old, and no wonder Real Madrid and Man United put in bids for him, or Real Madrid didn't really. And Leny Yoro wanted to sign for Real Madrid, but because Real Madrid didn't really show any indication that he wants to go, he wants to sign Leny Yoro, they want to sign Leny Yoro, Leny Yoro decided to accept this deal, and Lille of course accepted the 62 million euro bid from Man United, because Leny Yoro only has 1 year left on his contract. So Lille really want to sell him right now to maximize the money that they can get for him, because otherwise they lose him on a cut price deal in January, or they lose him for absolutely nothing in the summer transfer window. So David Ornstein is reporting that Leny Yoro is flying to the UK for a medical at Manchester United, and this deal is worth 52 million pounds. Maybe Liverpool thought it's not really worth spending 52 million on a player who will be third or fourth choice centre back behind Konate, Van Dijk, and possibly either Gomez or Kwanzaa. It's still up in the air who will be third choice centre back. Of course, Leny Yoro's preference was to join Real Madrid, but they have shown no indication that they want to sign him. And by the way, there were rumors, but Liverpool didn't show a lot of indication either. We didn't really put in a bid for Leny Yoro, and I'm sure that if Leny Yoro had to choose between Liverpool or Man United, he would choose Liverpool 100 times out of 100. So don't make this twisted, makes this story twisted, and don't let the Man United fans convince you that Leny Yoro chose Man United over Liverpool, because he didn't. Liverpool didn't put a bid in for Leny Yoro. For why that is what we will explore in this video. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. And also shout out to my Irish subscribers who are watching from there. And Fabrizio Romano is reporting Man United have already booked travel and medical tests for Leny Yoro. The plan is ready to sign him after agreement was reached with Lille for a 52 million pound transfer deal with add-ons and bonuses. And Man United want to get this deal done as soon as possible, because they know that Real Madrid and Liverpool are slightly interested in Leny Yoro. The contract is until 2029, so it's a 5-year contract from Man United with an option for another year, and the salary is increasing every year. And I think that is significant, because Leny Yoro's starting salary will be 150,000 pounds per week, and it will increase every year by potentially 20-30 grand a week, which means that Liverpool would have had to put Leny Yoro in the top third of their wage bill, top third of their like highest earners, and we didn't really want to do that probably for an 18-year-old centre-back who had a brilliant season in France at Lille, but he's still an 18-year-old centre-back. We have Kwanzaa, who is as good a prospect as Leny Yoro, and we have Konate, we have Van Dijk. So Liverpool didn't want to spend so much money on a player who will not be a starting 11 player until 2 or 3 years from now. And by that time, Leny Yoro might be even off to Real Madrid. That's the danger with a player, signing a player who is so fascinated by Real Madrid. You sign him and 1 or 2 years later, he could grow restless and want to move to Real Madrid. The medical tests will be completed by Manchester United, and Real Madrid are informed that Leny Yoro is traveling to England. So the United board want to be very fast with the next former steps. That's what Fabrizio Romano is reporting, and Man United are waiting for the approval on contracts, documents from Leny Yoro's camp, and then he will undergo medical tests. And Man United want to be fast, so they already booked the medical for today because they don't want to wait another day. And do I wish Liverpool signed Leny Yoro? Of course. Maxi Angelo, who is a big Liverpool fan, I follow him on Twitter. He has some great insights. But he's right that there is no info suggesting that Liverpool made formal actual approach for Leny Yoro, like Man United have, like Real Madrid have, and maybe Liverpool has other plans. It will be ultimately decided by the season whether Liverpool are right not to sign Leny Yoro or not. But as I said, with this higher contract and with 52 million transfer fee, remember, Leny Yoro has 1 year left on his contract. Liverpool might not want to sign a player, even though he's 18 years old, huge talent. We might not want to sign a player who only has 1 year left on his contract for such high money. I mean, for 50, that means that if he had 3 or 4 years left on his contract, he would cost 70 or 80 million pounds. And maybe Liverpool think Leny Yoro is not worth this amount. Plus, he asked for pretty big wages. Only a handful of Liverpool players are on higher wages than Leny Yoro. The bottom line is Liverpool has never made an offer for Leny Yoro, even though we explored the deal. But Man United pulled the trigger, and Man United desperately need a centre-back after losing a lot of their centre-backs. Varane left as a free agent. Wambala, I think they sold him to Germany or France, I can't remember. But there is no escaping the fact that this doesn't look good for FSG or for Liverpool. Ultimately, Arne Slot will be judged by the season, but Liverpool fans want to see some transfer window action, and I think we have already established that Liverpool need to sign a centre-back because we leave ourselves pretty short if we just rely on Kwanzaa and Gomez to be our backup centre-backs, because Gomez is injury prone. He hardly played centre-back last season, and Kwanzaa is just 21. Maybe Arne Slot was so impressed by Sepp van den Berg during the first few weeks of pre-season training. Maybe he wants to keep Sepp van den Berg around until the January transfer window. He wants to integrate him into the squad. He wants to see what he's about, maybe give him some games. But it's still a risky strategy. I'm still not convinced or not sure whether Sepp van den Berg is good enough at this level for Liverpool, because Sepp van den Berg played for Mainz on loan and they were fighting relegation in the Bundesliga. Liverpool is a completely different ball game. We have to win every game. We are going to fight hopefully to win the title and to win the Champions League next season. That's the aim. That's what Liverpool should be aiming for. So Real Madrid thought Leny Yoro was too expensive and they have all the money in the world. So that means probably Liverpool thought Leny Yoro is too expensive. Yeah, 52 million for a player with 1 year left on his contract. He's 18 years old, not very experienced, not at the prime of his career. Yeah, it is expensive, but Man United are the highest net spenders in the past like 5 years or 10 years in the Premier League, so no wonder that they paid this amount, especially because Man United are desperate for a centre-back. Liverpool, if the right opportunity presents itself, then Liverpool want to sign a centre-back, but not for any price. Of course, Man United have the advantage over Liverpool and Real Madrid that Leny Yoro will be straight away their starting centre-back. And for a big club like Man United to straight away start, that is a big pull from Real Madrid's point of view for Leny Yoro, but also at Liverpool and Real Madrid, maybe Leny Yoro would be sitting on the bench a lot of times, and that's not what he wanted. He wanted to go, of course, to a big club where he earns big money and he starts straight away, and he gets that at Man United. But they have no Champions League football, so Leny Yoro will not be playing in the biggest cup competition in Europe, of course. And of course, Liverpool also don't want to hinder the development of Jero Kwanzaa, who has broken through from the youth academy, and he's doing absolutely brilliantly. He had a great first season. And Man United are in a position right now where they need to make this expensive signing, because there are not a lot of great talented centre-backs on the market who are available. And also Man United wanted to sign Matthijs de Ligt from Bayern Munich. To be honest, I would be a lot more worried if Man United signed de Ligt, because Leny Yoro had one great season in France, and yes, he's a good centre-back. What will he transform Man United? I'm not really sure. Maybe he will improve their defense, but as long as Ten Hag is their manager, and as long as the whole club ethos changes, Man United will not be challenging for even maybe the top 4 next season. And Man United finished in 8th place in the Premier League, so no amount of transfer activity can sugarcoat that. But of course, this is an advantage for Man United fans, that they get one over the Liverpool fans in the transfer market. But remember how Chelsea beat Liverpool in the transfer market last summer by signing Caicedo and Lavia ahead of us, and they were celebrating like they have won the Premier League. And look where Chelsea finished in the Premier League. They were nowhere near the top 4. They scraped top 6 at the end of the season, or top 7, and Liverpool were fighting for the title until April. So you shouldn't judge how the season will go on just the activity in the transfer window. Or there could be a scenario where we contacted Leny Yoro's agent and representatives, and maybe he chose Man United because he wasn't really interested in coming to Liverpool. He wasn't really interested in coming to a club where he had to fight tooth and nail to get minutes, to get in the starting 11. At Man United, he can walk into the starting 11 without a problem, because Man United have so few centre-backs that Leny Yoro is straight away their first choice centre-back alongside Lisandro Martinez. And it still stings a little bit for Liverpool that we missed out on Leny Yoro, because he's going to our biggest rivals, Man United. But Liverpool still have more than 1.5 months, more than 6 weeks to put things right, to sign the right kind of players. It's not ideal that Arne Slot can't work with the full squad, and probably the season will be on the way when Liverpool will make their last 1 or 2 transfers. But as long as we bring in the right kind of players, I really want I will be happy, and I really want Liverpool to be successful. And here you can see Liverpool's squad for this pre-season, and we actually have pretty good options at centre-back. Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, Kwanzaa, Vandenberg, and Luke Chambers can play there as well. He's mainly a right back. But yeah, we have 5 centre-backs, basically, if we don't sell Vandenberg. Yes, Gomez was playing right back and left back, but we have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Conor Bradley as right back. We have Robertson and Tsimikas at left back. Ovenback probably will go out on loan. The one area where I would definitely strengthen 100% is the defensive midfielder, because we have Endo, Bajcetic, Tyler Morton, but he will go out on loan probably. Curtis Jones is not the real defensive midfielder, and McAllister is not a real defensive midfielder either. So we really need a CDM signing, in my opinion. And I would love to see a forward signing as well, somebody who can play mainly right winger to deputize for Mo Salah, who needs sometimes rest, who will go to the Africa Cup of Nations. But as you can see, in terms of the offensive players, we have Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, Bendo, Kite Gordon, who can play wing. We have Diogo Jota, Darwin Núñez, Jadon Dance, who can play striker. We have Soboslai, Elliott, Gravenberch, Carvalho, Bobby Clark, even maybe Curtis Jones and McAllister, who can be offensive centre midfielders or attacking midfielders. We need to strengthen in the centre-back area, in the defensive midfield area. But if we sign a young, fast winger who can play right wing, and if we sign an absolutely brilliant defensive midfielder, I wouldn't be too disappointed if Liverpool decided not to sign a centre-back. I would still maybe give Vandenberg until January to see how good he is and how well he fits into Arne Slot's playing style, because he deserves a chance after going out on loan for so many seasons. But the transfer window is still open for another 1.5 months, so let's be just patient and let's give FSG a chance. We didn't put together one of the best recruitment teams in the world with Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, and all the data analysis and striking department department and the scouting department to not sign anyone. So we didn't put this team together to just be inactive in the transfer window. We are just slow because Arne Slot hasn't had a lot of time to evaluate his squad, and hopefully things will speed up for Liverpool in the transfer market. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments down below. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.